This is Tom Meyer, Superintendent of Bellevue Community School District in Bellevue. I'll be coming with you with this week's quick Believe in the Blue updates. Some upcoming events tonight. We have a middle school wrestling meet, and that is home here. It's a smaller meet. It only has North Cedar and Northeast here. On Thursday evening, we have a middle school girls basketball 7th grade plays at home that night against North Cedar, while the 8th grade goes on the road and plays at North Cedar. The reason we have these split locations is to get our students more playing time in, with more players, and if the other team has enough players, we'll do basically 2 games there that way. So just so you recognize that way, it's a good thing for our kids. On Friday, we have a girls basketball jamboree. That will only be a half of basketball. It does not count towards the record or anything like that. It's a half, and we will play Prince of Peace at Easton Valley, and that will begin at 6:30. On Saturday, we host the Shooting Stars Wrestling Tournament here. Coach Rebarger and his other staff members and his team will be hosting a little kids wrestling tournament, and that will start up at approximately 8 o'clock. Call the school if you need more information on that. Then next week's a short week. We only have school on Monday and Tuesday, no school Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, with Thursday being Thanksgiving. On Monday, we have middle school girls basketball. Our 7th grade plays at Monticello that night at 4 o'clock, and our 8th grade plays at home at 4 o'clock that night. On Tuesday, we have another middle school wrestling meet, but that is at Northeast, and that is against Bellevue and, obviously against Bellevue, but against Northeast and Comanche as well. So, and then we also have a varsity girls basketball game that night, and JV girls basketball game. That is at Monticello. That's the first game of the year, and the JV will start up at 6 o'clock, with varsity following that at approximately 7:30. So our girls basketball season is started. We'll be starting with games here soon. Boys started practice yesterday. Girls started practice last week. So everything's off and rolling. Wrestling started practice yesterday as well. So we're off and going in many ways with things like that way. Also want to remind you, we have our annual fruit sales are going on right now. Middle school students are selling that this year. We had high school students selling some cards for restaurants and things like that earlier in the year. Now it's middle school students selling it. Contact a middle school student from Bellevue Community School District, or contact either one of the offices here, or any of the 3 offices basically, to find out that information that way. But you can place an order by calling 872-4913. That's the central office, or 872-4001. That's the middle school high school office. So, but also contact the students that way. Just want to give you another update. I talked about this overall ed reform and what's going on. I encourage you to watch the video I put out last week on ed reform, from some conversations with business people in Des Moines a couple weeks ago now, I guess. But also, I'm going to show something here. I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see it, but I think it tells you some things about what skills are needed for the future by our students. Is more than just sitting in, looking at a book and looking up in a book. It's problem solving, teamwork, communication, on down the line like that. As you can see here, top skills needed for success in the future: problem solving, teamwork, communication, critical thinking, creativity, leadership, literacy, digital literacy, foreign language skills, numeracy, emotional intelligence, and goes on and on with other things. But take a look at those top 4 or 5 things there, or 6, or whatever the case is. It tells you a lot about what is needed. And that number 1 thing there, problem solving. We need to create students who can problem solve, who have knowledge, who can find knowledge, but then use that knowledge, apply it, and solve problems that way. That's for all of us on a daily basis in many ways. So, short update this week. I'll be back again next week that way. We do have a group of people presenting at the Iowa School Board Association Conference Thursday. So that'll be exciting for our school district to present out there. The first time I remember the district presenting out there in many, many years. I don't know if it's been done in the past or not, but it's the first time since I've been in the district. I think that's a great thing for our district that way, to show what we're doing and what we're trying to do and trying to accomplish. If you have any concerns, things like that, feel free to let me know, and we will go from there. Have a great week. Stay dry today.